Well, it's out there. You just got to get your coil over it. Well, welcome to Finding America, and thank you so much for being here. Now, this past weekend, I headed back to the Old Mill neighborhood. I've got a lot of area there to hunt, and what's even better is that it's never been detected. There's a ton of trash at this site, and it definitely takes some patience and perseverance while detecting. Well, the only other downside this time was the heat. It was brutally hot. So I set the alarm for 5 a.m. Friday, got up, fed the dogs and cats, grabbed my Equinox 800 and headed out the door. Now this was a really interesting weekend that definitely put me to the test, but boy did it pay off. Well, this was my first good target. Been digging a lot of garbage for about the first 15 minutes. Got a 24-25. I'm hunting in Park 2, 5-tone, 11-inch coil. And I'd say it's about 5 inches down, but I got a pretty cool little old buckle here. And that's pretty cool. I like the design on it. That's pretty nice. So I will take that. Just wanted to show you that one. And I'm going to keep on going here. Next thing was giving me a 17, about 5 inches down. I just popped it loose and saw it, so I grabbed the camera. It's nothing too special, but looks to be an old key. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of age to it. I think this one's a Dexter, so pretty cool. Definitely has a nice patina on it, and another good solid target. Well, next thing was giving me a 23, dug down about 5 inches, and I pulled out a toy car. This one's going to be a toy truck. Very cool, looks like a Chevy. Step side, but not too bad, more toys. They're everywhere. Well, next thing was giving me a 25-28. Dug down and I saw this old tire exposed. So I knew I had another toy car, and that one appears to be a, I don't know, maybe a Suzuki Samurai, but well, not as old as the Tootsies, but still fun to dig. Well, I am definitely in the area where the kids played again. I'm not sure there isn't an area where these kids didn't play, but this time I have, looks like an ATV. A little toy one. So one more toy, about 4 inches down, and it was ringing in about 27. Well, I got a nice little target in this one. This was giving me a 11 to 13, bouncing around. I tell you, it was pretty far down too, about 6 inches, maybe 7. Finally got it out, and check it out. I got a thimble. It is really caked with dirt, but check it out also, it's really nice and round. Usually these things are mangled, but this one's pretty nice. I'll have to get it cleaned up and see what it looks like a little bit better, but that is a great find. I'm very happy to have gotten that. Well, next target was ringing in at 18. Turned out it was in the plug, and now I can see it. And with this root here, check it out. I got a little girl's ring with a little fake stone on it, but cool little piece. Well, this next target was bouncing around between a 25 and a 30. Dug down, finally pulled this out. Now I have sprayed it down and brushed it, but it looks to be maybe part to an old bracelet. But it's aluminum. It's really hard to tell what it is, but there is something etched onto it in cursive, but it's really tough to make out, and I'm going to have to take it home and clean it up some more. See if I can read it, but it's down here towards the bottom of it. So neat little find, just thought I'd show it to you, and we'll see if I can make anything out when I get home. Well, this thing was giving me a 24 to 25. Dug down about 4 inches. Finally got an older coin. I'll tell you, old coins are not easy to get here. And this one's going to be a weedy, and I have taken a look at it. And this one's going to be a 57 with a Denver mint mark. So I have been digging tons and tons of clad. But first weedy, I'll take it. Well, next signal, I popped the plug and all this stuff spilled out. Some foil, a light bulb base. But the reason I turned the camera on, a very cool little marble sitting right there. Very nice. That's a second nice marble I've gotten out of here. So very happy with that, and I'm going to keep on going. I'll tell you, it's funny how some things work out. This signal was just all over the place, and I dug down and I soon found out why. The first thing I popped out was the front end to an old Tootsie car, and then I found the other part, and unfortunately it came out in 2 pieces, and even more unfortunately, it's one that I've never found before. I don't know what it is, some kind of dune buggy, but it's pretty cool. And I've had a lot of people ask me, have you found any girls' toys? And I really hadn't, but until now. Well, check out, I cleaned it off a little bit, but check out what popped out of the hole. As with that Tootsie, it's an old earring, and it's an old Disney earring with Snow White. So how cool is that? So there you go. There were girls out here playing too, and probably playing with the Tootsies just as hard as the boys were. Well, by noon, I'd given it my all, and I was absolutely wiped out. I'd had a pretty good day, but I hadn't found anything really spectacular. So I decided I would head back out the next morning, try a new spot across town, and give it another shot. So once again, I set the alarm for 5 o'clock Saturday morning, headed out, and this happened. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It was terrible. 6 hours out in the boiling heat, and I didn't find one thing worth turning the camera on for. After that, I remember thinking all I just wanted to do the next day was sleep in. But that's not the way I am with my metal detecting. I do not like to give up. I may get beat, but it's not going to be because I gave up. So I set the alarm again for Sunday morning and headed back towards those old mill houses. One thing I've learned is that it's always out there. You just have to get your coil over it. And let me tell you, boy, did I get my coil over it this time. Well, I'm out here very early trying to beat the heat. It's going to be a scorcher pretty soon. And I'm hunting along the railroad track. And there's a big empty field that I like to hunt. And I've been finding a lot of garbage. But every once in a while you find something pretty cool. And this one was ringing in at a 13. And it's kind of fitting because it's a railroad piece. And this is actually the pin that dropped down and helped connect the cars. And that's a really cool little piece. I like finding these, and along with the railroad spikes. But cool piece. I'm going to see if I can, I'm hoping to get lucky, maybe find a baggage tag or railroad tag or lock or something like that. But I'm going to keep on going here. Well, I also want to let you know I'm running the 11-inch coil, running in field 2 with 5-tone. And just after I got that railroad pin, I got a 21 over here and dug down and popped the plug and saw what I had immediately. It's kind of cool. It is a little gun lighter. That's kind of neat. A little cigarette lighter in the shape of a gun. I'll get that cleaned up when I get home and give you a better look at it, but little interesting find. Well, I am working this area with the 6-inch coil, and I'll tell you, I got a 13, had a square tab, and the signals are really thick in here, so I wanted to come in here with the small coil. This signal, I got a 14, and check it out. It's a ring. I don't know if it's going to be anything good or not. Oh, it is pretty though. Holy cow. I don't know, guys, this may be gold. Look at the stone on that. Woohoo! Holy cow. Ah, man. I'll tell you what. It has been brutally hot this weekend, and I haven't been finding a whole bunch. But this one might make it all worthwhile. I don't know. But look at the beautiful stone in that. Holy cow. Look at that. I love the design on that. Alright, I'm going to get it cleaned up. I'm going to look inside, see if we have any markings, but it's a possibility. Well, there it is. Holy cow. It is gold. It's marked 10 karat, and it is an old gold ring, but will you check out that stone? I don't know if it's citrine or yellow topaz, but I had to show it to you in the sunlight. Look at that thing. Beautiful cut. It's a very old ring. I'm going to say it's early 1900s. It probably belonged to one of the men that lived at these mill houses. It's been, you can tell it's been worn a long time, and it was resized at one point, and it's got that old antique gold look. That's just beautiful, kind of like a rubbed brass look. And I love the deco design right here. I love that. That's just an amazing ring, and I know it must have killed him whenever he lost it. But I'll tell you what, this has been one of the hardest weekends of hunting I've ever had. It's just been brutally hot, and the finds have been hard to come by. But I'm telling you, patience and perseverance, and I just don't give up. I know it's out there, so I keep looking, and I am so glad I did. So I headed over here from that railroad track and wanted to hit this mill house where this old tree was because the signals were so tight, and I put the small coil on. Second signal, gold ring. What an awesome hobby. It's just so cool. And I think I'm keeping this one for myself. I'm going to have it resized. I love it. Well, I just wanted to show you this. That's where I got the gold ring. And over here, I had the same signal of 14. It was a square tab. Now I went from the gold ring hole, that was a 14. Went over here, got another 14. And there you go, cancel. And I wanted to show you this because maybe you're starting out, or maybe you just need a little encouragement to keep digging it. But that's why I dig it all. Pull tab, gold ring, cancel. All reading 14, and you got to dig a lot of pull tabs and cancel. But every once in a while, you get a beauty like that last ring. So, just thought I'd share that with you and show you there is hope digging those pull tabs. Still working under this tree, trying to separate signals, and I got a 22. And check out what sat in the hole, and I was like, what the heck? Well, that is part of a Cadillac emblem crest. So, kind of cool little find, and I just thought I'd share that one with you. Well, I'll tell you what, I cannot believe this signal. I mean, it's practically on top of the ground. And matter of fact, it was giving me a 24, 25 signal. And it said it was in the plug, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, let me get this. And I saw it, and I thought, clad dime. But then I kept looking at it, and it looked like it just been recently hit by a mower. Or at least sometime in the past. But look at this. That's Queen Victoria, Canada. It's either a silver dime or a silver 5-piece, a fish scale, I'm not sure. But I can just, it's really, really worn on this side. And I can just make out either 1892 or 1882. How awesome is that? I mean, it's practically wiped on this side. Holy cow. I mean, barely half an inch down. That is just way too cool. Well, I'll tell you what, this 6-inch coil is loving this spot. Oh, I'm wearing out long before the signals are disappearing. I'm gonna have to, well, I'm definitely coming back here. But I was getting a 22 to a 27, kind of bouncing around. It was pretty deep, about 5-6 inches. I finally got down to it, and I see some roundness down here. Check this out. Oh, I'm hoping a token. I don't know. Let me see if I can get you a good look at it here. I thought I'd wait to pop it until I turn the camera on. I really think this is going to be a token. Oh, yes. Oh, it's a 10. I think I might even... No way. Oh, man. I'm telling you, never give up. Oh. Oh, my gosh. Guys, you might recognize this token. I did a video called Nothing But the Finds, Ma'am. Just the Finds, Ma'am. That was it. Do you remember the $half token? I just got a 10-cent token from the same grocery store. And I remember after I did the research, it was a grocery store that was located in Newport, Tennessee. And check it out. Good for 10 cents at BWD Corrals. And they had a grocery store, early 1900s. Holy cow, I can't believe I found another one. So now I have the $half and the 10-cent. And I believe they had a 5-cent and a quarter. And believe it or not, they had a $1 token. Oh, I hope I get that one day. Holy cow. Well, that was one heck of a way to finish that weekend off. I'd say it wasn't easy by any means, but I ended up finding one of the most beautiful rings I've ever dug. I have to say, I am so glad that I never stopped swinging that coil. Now, don't go anywhere just yet, because I have some really amazing historical photos from our country's past coming up in just a few seconds, and I know you're not going to want to miss these. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.